Sorry about the music. Sorry. And having up the window. I've got to get. Hang on. Sorry, I'm a noob. I'm a streaming noob. Hello. Ooh, let's fix my stupid hair, or what's left of it. Happy Canada Day. Oh wait, I should get my red sweater on. Red Canada Day sweater. Wear red for Canada. Yes, yes. Wearing it earlier would have been a horrible mistake. For as it is, I'm going to sweat. Alright. So, Summer School, Episode 7, ADC. ADC. Support. Support number 2. I'm going to run this today with Orianna. And Orianna, just so I can sort of illustrate how you can be effective, or you can be aggressive in lane without anything other than auto attack. I don't do much to win in these lanes beyond be really aggressive and zone my opponents with auto attacks. So that's what I'm going to show today. So I've got I'll show you the room page that I run, and I just grabbed whatever. There wasn't much thought put into it beyond I want to abuse auto attacks. And this is Karma. Let's see. New Ori page, yay! And it's just magic, or AP, AD, and then some useful support. My favorite support things. I love getting intelligence if I can, but most of the time, I focus on making sure that I maintain my level experience and as much gold income as I can squeeze into the character. And then I love the biscuits and the added mana regen from support. So and you need that so you can keep making use of the abilities. One thing I do abuse on Orianna is her shield. Her E is really strong. It scales in armor and magic resist with levels. It's got a really low cooldown, and well, it's a pretty high utility skill, so that's why we're supporting with it. Or that's one of the reasons why it kind of works as a support. For runes, I just grabbed... What did I change? I changed the name. Yes, I want to save. I just grabbed a hybrid page that I was using from before. It's I'm pretty sure it's hybrid armor pen, magic pen, reds, some armor, some health per level, and then magic resist per level. Unzen, like I could swap these out for flat armor, flat magic resist, maybe even mana regen, but I'm just trying to illustrate that there wasn't much special that I did with this, and it still worked really well, largely just from being aggressive in the lane, dodging skill shots, keeping my opponent on their toes, throwing little sort of feints. Hopefully, this is all illustrated in the gameplay, which I may as well jump into. Fuck you, Diamond. Yeah, this Tetris lap is kick-ass. Easily, like my favorite gadget. I almost want to buy more of them and then start building little walls. And yeah, Diamond, you wanna quip in at any time and let me know how astray I'm leading everybody. You let me know. I might even bring you into a Skype call one day if you're bored. I should maybe preload this in the future. That's something to think about. This client's been buggy lately with loading in. Oh, maybe that would help. Just give me something, anything, piece of shit. I'm sure I'm using it. I'm not using it right. I'm sure I'm the idiot. There we go. Yay. Pictures. I can't get used to it. I don't know how I'm going to illustrate clicking around the map when I click it does this. But I'll try to. Oh, God. There's got to be a way to center this. Recenter this automatically. Home? Home? Nope. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I mean, I've seen it enough times. I should be able to nail the orientation back to... That looks about right. Right? That's about right. Maybe a bit of an angle. Oh, God. I gotta look up the hotkeys for
30 seconds until
this. Okay, anyways. This is just in Team Builder, it wasn't in Ranked, so it was. I think it was to get you a bunch of silvers. I didn't even look. It's just Team Builder, what does it matter? If they're better than me, they'll beat the crap out of me and I'll learn from it, and if they're worse, then, well, you're gonna feel my wrath. So I leveled E first. It's tempting to level Q first for bush control, but you can maintain that with trinkets these days. I ran this a whole bunch when, or you didn't really have much in the way of support items. Or trinkets, for that matter. So it was hard up on gold, and it failed pretty badly, but I don't know. I'm going to run it more with Spell Thief's Edge. Well, I'm just going to try it out more. It's fun. It's fun at the very least. Something to do in the afternoons. So I do a lot of zoning on Ezreal and Janna. I try to stay within auto attack range almost all the time. Aside from Ezreal, obviously I give a bit of a wide berth, but oh hey, okay, Ezreal's the next game. That's it, Jinx. So in my defense, I haven't done this in we haven't played Orianna in months. I was a little skittish to start off with, but I think I still got aggressive pretty early. And I'm not scared to close the gap because again, it's level 1. No one's running Ignite, I think. Okay, Janna's running Ignite. I love being wrong all the time. Just embrace being wrong. Bot lane's usually not running Ignite. I didn't even notice. Didn't have much of an impact, clearly. They get early level 2, so that's... You back off, wait for the farm. Oh, another good reason why this worked. It was with an ADC Ahri. I mean, I don't judge. I'll let people try out shit. I mean, I'm running a support Orianna, so I can't really... I mean, I was running support Urgot before this and feeding wildly. I can't really... I'm not holding nothing against no one. This gank definitely didn't hurt. I'm actually not doing much zoning on these two at all. It's my everlasting shame right now. So yeah, you sit back, you wait for the gank, and easy kill. Yeah, no, wait, I'm just going to fast forward to the next point where something's actually happening. Jinx comes back to lane, lane gets pushed, most likely because Ahri doesn't have much in the way of... She's probably not farming with her Q, if I had to guess. How would coin work with mana? I don't like coin for the simple fact that you don't get anything out of it beyond the mana and the health regen. Like, it doesn't give you any actual stats. And I do try to abuse things. Like, even a little bit of AP on Orianna's passive gives... Where the fuck is her passive? It's in here somewhere. Like, right now, it's giving an additional 21 bonus damage, and I've only got 20 AP. Like, it scales really well at low levels, though. The higher you have in AP damage, the less it does. It's a little strange. Although, don't hold me to that. I'm not a master of this character. But I do remember having a lot of AP before and not seeing the same scaling. Like, it's got a flat base magic damage and then a little... I think it's got a bit of scaling on top of that. I could just look at it, maybe. 18 plus, yeah, 18 plus 15%. So I probably don't even need AP. I could be completely wrong. Spellblade, you get more gold generation, for sure, out of the auto attacks. It's also... I almost use it as a training tool. It's almost, what's the word I'm looking for? incentive to land more. And it is good practice. This is half the reason, or half of where I got auto attack pressuring, or got into the habit of auto attack pressuring, was playing a lot of Victor top with the stupid Q against melees. I loved using that, and Orianna with her shield against mid melees like Talon and Zed. Also, it's got in terms of builds, once late game hits, the coin probably does offer a little more utility. Especially with the group move, the 20% cooldown is really huge. There's arguments for it. I mean, I'm not going to say one thing's entirely better than the other. Habit, more than anything, that builds, I can say I opt for the coin more often with supports when I'm really mana hungry. And I've got good habits with Orianna when it comes to, or I'm efficient with my mana use. It's mostly just a lot of shielding with my E. I'll eventually start dropping QWs. Also, Orianna does scale. I mean, the scaling on AP is not nothing on her. And 50 is a decent chunk once you level it into a Frostfang, which I don't always actually do. That might be one reason. Anyways, I'm drilling too much into coin over Frostfang. If you've got a decent AP scaling champion, Frostfang. If you don't, coin. If you plan on doing damage with your abilities, or damage in general, I would say Frostfang. But on someone more supporty, like say Thresh, I've seen both. Relic Shield and Coin are both pretty common on him. So anytime I see Janna shield Jinx, I will go for Janna. I mean, largely it's just wasting her mana, especially if the shield doesn't actually do anything. You got to be really clinched with shields as a support. You got to really know the enemy's timings with their abilities, and almost throw the shield on as the abilities in the air. If she wandered into range, it didn't. I could highlight that, but she just wandered near the ball when I got 6. So I figured, why the hell not alter, bring her in range, do a little bit of damage. I didn't think it would get the kill. This Ahri was largely just free farming the entire game. She didn't have to do much in the way of, well, anything beyond farm. It's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to highlight this. I'm gonna put this away. Bad habit. Sit there sucking around all the time. I could make a crude joke there, but it's too easy. I should not have worn a sweater. I'm already sweating. I sweat easy. Hairy Ukrainian blood. I don't remember seeing Udyr come up the lane here for the gang. Maybe he did. I know I was telling her the lane was dark. I don't like this. Get out. I mean, you notice here. Go to my vision. I always do that first. We're blue side? Back up. I had ward coverage right before that. And it was just in the middle, but on this side, I'm not too worried about Tribush ganks. If the mid's missing, just run. I mean, I always try and glance up, see how much health he has, and whether or not it is actually a gank. Because if they got 200 health, they're most likely not heading down to your lane and they disappear. But once all this, once our ward coverage disappears, and mid's missing, although I wasn't watching his health at that point, so I don't know where he is. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to abandon my ADC completely. And she suddenly wants to get into a fight after being passive for 11 minutes. But yeah, it's just not a smart spot. Easily giving away a kill. I'm giving away a kill for sure. She's got a little bit of mobility with her ultimate, to be fair. A little bit of mobility. across half the fucking lane with that stupid thing. What else is there? Watch Ari defend. How does ADC Ari defend a tower against 3 people? Does largely nothing. Almost broke her shield. Oh, there you go, Ari. Oh, the tower did like 6 times the damage Ari did. This is kind of sad, actually. If anyone wants, ever wants to try AD Ari, there's a great explanation on how wildly gibbled it is. Then again, what does she have for items? I don't think she went. Yeah, she stayed in the lane for a long time just farming. To be fair, not much damage on it, to make the whole AD part useful. Is she running any AP? Not a Stitch. Is that an actual saying, not a Stitch? Did I just fucking invent that? So, pressuring lane. There's darkness everywhere, and this should worry me. We'll see how long that lasts. I've got good. Hey, look at me with the warding and the not being stupid. I don't remember this game frame by frame. So, once the later game hits, I do like warding that way. If I've got, say, 2 naked wards by themselves, which I actually might have right there. No, I've got the Sightstone at this point. If I've got a Sightstone, it's always in these 2 spots. Every fucking time. Walk up, drop one there, then drop one there. I might just go and throw it and try if I'm worried the gank's going to be coming, because that's just the worst shit in the world. You wander up here to the ward, and the jungler's waiting in the bush, or just coming around the corner. But that's just bad timing shit. Some of that can't be helped. Here comes Zed. Zed dies me here. I've leveled my E pretty heavily. So I've got armor plus like a 200 health shield. And like I want him to do it. Just so I can fucking laugh at him. His ult, her ult, and like I've got the same amount of health as when I started. It is kind of silly how much damage resistance Orianna can get early on. How much damage did he have? Not an insignificant amount, that's for sure. Although I don't know how much of his... I know you gotta stack abilities after you drop that thing, so... I think I flashed and made a play there, but who gives a fuck? That's not the point. Don't be afraid to try and flash and make plays. If you see any sort of opportunities, you've sort of even got the inkling, give it a shot. And if it goes horribly wrong, then maybe never try it again. But, you know, if it even sort of goes semi-right or you just barely missed, then, you know, if you had not hesitated for even that half second. I see a lot of passivity in silver and gold. To the point where the team fights are just sit around fucking dancing, literally doing a sort of little champion jig, going nowhere. No one's looking to close the gap or drop any CC. Like, they're not looking for it. They're waiting for something to happen. If you're playing a high CC champion, even someone like Ari with her ultimate, and you know their Jinx is right on the fringe, and a quick ult dash and a taunt, and then a dash back into safety, that's a great initiation point. But it's something that I don't see a whole lot. Don't be afraid to take chances. Like, it's not the fucking LCS. You can learn from your mistake and move on. Is probably the sum of the point. That felt like a well-contained, concise point for once, not a crazy, broken rant that was impossible to follow. Maybe I'm gaining experience at this. It's like playing leagues, I guess. So somehow I got blue buff. We'll just, maybe I run the map. I don't remember. I'm too busy congratulating myself for talking like a normal person for once. I know I wasn't terribly concerned in this scenario. I think I do end up dying to start the fight off. I'm not sure. But I'm concerned for Ari dying, but I'm not concerned for myself. Because I can zone, I can stay out of everyone's CC range. Jinx, like, I have to basically fuck up or overextend to get caught by Jinx's traps or be hit with some previous CC. The tornadoes are simple to avoid, and Zed has no CC beyond a slow that it is only hard to notice the shadow, kind of. I mean, his range is so short that it's almost like not a kind of CC that you really need to worry about. So, in that spot, I was fairly comfortable staying on the fringe and even poking people, or straight on, getting into people's faces and engaging. And those are the kind of things you gotta really consider at a moment's notice, and they're the kind of things that stack up as you play the champions in lane, mostly. Like, I know how to deal with Zed because I've played Zed a lot in the middle. I know how to deal with Janna because I've played Janna a lot as support. Or not played as her, but played against her. I mean, mostly the biggest threat is a tornado flying out of the bush that I don't have warded. That could cause me a problem. Or I was playing as a lot of Zergot support the other day. I kept ulting the Janna, and then she would ult me and knock me under the turret. That wasn't fun. That happened twice in a row. I didn't even learn the first time. Still thought it was a good idea the second time around. So yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but hopefully it was something useful. So this game we wildly crush and it ends and we win. Yay! Let's go to the next game. Next game. This I was a little more aggressive in lane. I was feeling a little more confident with the role. Oh, sweaty. Yeah, this sweater is not happening. For another 20 minutes. Cha. Aw, I wish I could have seen the point where all my viewers disappeared. There's 4 of you again. Life was good. I was a success. I'd made it in esports, and now I'm a failure again. This game went really, really well versus an Ezreal and who was it? Lulu. It's another game of bait the shield, hit the person that's not shielded.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Fasting forward. What's exciting is watching people sit around is back up. Alright. More waiting in the bush because our jungler wasn't starting red. It's the only time you do that. I like holding this bush as long as I can, and then warding as late as I can, just to keep it in there for as long as I can. So, get close, start auto-attacking, shield when you think the damage is coming. Or, I mean, the minions will eventually start hitting you. And then move in and do it again. Never give Ezreal free farm as much as you can handle it. Hopefully he does miss that one. We'll see how much farm he misses. Let's count. That was 1. Farm that he otherwise would have got. There's another one that went down. There's 2. Got that one. Now I'm harassing Lulu. Missed that one. 3. Did I say 3 already? And since he's going in for those, I'm trying to stop him, but it's not working so well. And this is just us taking advantage. If I had this bush warded, she was for sure dead. I had heal, I missed it. I was trying to bait him out as long as I could. but that's going to... why? Why? You were just working! What is wrong with this OBS? Why do you do this to me? Like, do I cut this out of the video? Fuck! And it's still not coming up. There it goes. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. Show it again. Why should I show it? I know when I would get to that point in the video, and I would stop fucking watching. Decisions. Well, people aren't all as impatient as me. Alright, let's back up. Back to the start. So, sitting in the bush. No, I'm actually usually more patient than most people I find. Oh well, figured out. So, it's a lot of auto-attacking. I'm using the auto-attack of Orianna, specifically. Just because it's got the stacking passive. And the base damage on the base magic damage. And using the shield to save myself. The shield, again, it gives the armor and the magic resist, so that's wildly useful. And I don't mind wandering up into this portion of the lane. I'm safe from their support here. I'm entirely on their in their ADC's face. And if their support's being passive, it's basically free harass. So keep that in mind. If you can maintain distance from a passive support, you can really abuse their ADC with passive supports. A whole bunch. Because she's going to shield, she might, look, well, she's going for our ADC, which is good. Completely ignoring me, which isn't a great idea. And I do die here, I was trying to bait with heal. I baited too long. Story of my life. No pun intended. So I come back and then the lane's a little more crushy. Let's watch my horrible trading. No, I know it's not. I know we come out ahead on this. I'm already out of mana. How much should I skip? Back further. Now go. You can't obviously auto attack for forever. It's once the minions start focusing you, or your shield has kind of been absorbed, has absorbed a shot from either his auto attack or one of his spell shots. Unless you've already got one shot in the air, that's really the only shot you're going to be landing for the attack. It's almost, the damage isn't even as important as it is constantly pressuring them. But it's like the same as a UFC fight. If you gotta threaten the person, but once they realize, like, if you're not actually being a threat, like that, like the damage is the threat. If you're not actually being a threat, eventually they're gonna realize it, and they're just gonna shit in your face when you walk in to try and do it again. So you do have to do this with a champion that can actually do damage with the auto attack. Like Thresh is a great example. I don't see a lot of harassing with Thresh. I mean, I do and I don't. It's like a 50-50 thing. It's like almost where you see good ribbons and bad ribbons. They're right down the middle. Just because the champion's so overplayed. But I see why. I mean, Ribbon's really strong. AoE. Heavy damage, mobility. So, yeah. This is a little bit of a threatening scenario now. If Ezreal jumps on top of me and Lulu CCs me, like lands a glitter lance, I can get into a little bit of trouble. It's getting right into the fringe where I have to stop being aggressive and start being passive. And there is a phase, like, it's almost your health and your mana is like that's your. Once I pretty much hit 50%, unless they're lower than me, they're significantly lower than me. That kind of ends my attempts at harassing at that point in the lane. I'm almost better off going back than making a second attempt at it. Just give up on the experience, because you're just losing a bit of experience, and the support passive will help you catch up on that. It is your job as support to get in the face of the ADC and then ward. In laning, that's almost entirely it. I'll try to shield my ADC when they get into trouble, but I largely save the shield for myself, so I can continue pressuring and being a threat, being significant in the lane. That's the biggest issue I probably see with lower level supports, is a lack of significance. I'm Janna. I am going to do nothing but shield Ezreal for the entirety of the game. And you might see them drop an ult when there's something that needs to be healed. But they'll never use it offensively. Like flash ult someone and put them into a bad position. I'm not going to say never. Like, I mean, there's exceptions to every rule, but I'm speaking more in generally. These are the things that I've seen. I'm on my way up to plat. Not so much in plat, although it's still just plat 5. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. And I feel like a condescending prick saying that, because I'm not. I have no idea when I'm going to plateau, or even if maybe I have plateaued in plat 5. I don't think so. I still lose more games because I can't. I mean, like a Garen who I banned a Wukong the other day, and he goes Garen, chooses Clarity and Clairvoyance, says I'm feeding, and literally follows me around. I'm ADC as Varus on bot lane. We have a support already. It's 3 people bot lane. It's a ranked game. Fucking follows me bot lane. And then I'm like, okay, well maybe he won't follow me top lane now that he's happy with, feeds first blood, like literally walks into jungle, feeds first blood. This isn't platinum. It blows my mind. I know it's gonna happen in Diamond even, but it still blows my fucking mind that shit happens. Still not finished the story. I go to top lane to try and deal with the Darius who's been free farming. Follows me there, stealing farm, etc., etc. We lose the game. He feeds like 20 million kills to 4 for us. And all of this, all of fucking this bullshit, because I banned Wukong, and I knew that he played Wukong. So it's time for him, like I couldn't fucking believe it. And I got him in the next game, laning as Wukong with me in York Middle. We actually lost to. Ugh, it crushed me. It fucking crushed me. That was the most upset I've been at leagues in a while. Just because we lost the game. Like, I mean, I got to beat him up in lane, but I got camped by their Eve to boot, so, like, I didn't really get to beat him up like I wanted to. And I wasn't going to mid as York, but I recognized the name, and he was, like, I thought he was top as Wukong, so I'm going to go to York and fuck this guy up. And it's not like York's a great counter for him, I'm just most experienced. Mundo probably would have been a better choice, but, I'm just more experienced on York. Plus, he's a lane bully, and as long as I play him smart, I can beat pretty much anybody in lane. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So you can't. My point is, you can't deal with shit like that. It's gonna happen, and those were my last couple losses. Although I could have won the next game, I played stupid. Like I let it get under my skin, and I played stupid, which is also going to happen because I am human. So are you. What happened to you? Lulu's low and I should jump in her nuts. I think I do. Do I have my ultimate up? That would have been a good spot to ult. I do not. That would explain why. I should have followed up on that. I think Nocturne also should have ulted. I wonder if he had ult. Does he have ult? No. I'm shocked he didn't ult. Maybe he thought we had him? I don't like diving that so much as a mage. But I'm skittish about dives. They always look like one thing and they turn into another. Unless I'm playing like Sejuani or like a hard tanky CC jungler. Then I can, guarantee things. I can guarantee they're not moving anywhere for 2 seconds. I can guarantee that, I can get away from that tower hit. Not get away from it, but I've got, 600 health, I can take 2 hits. I think that's right. Yeah. Safely, anyways. Give me champion damage and such. I don't feel like I demonstrated this well at all. Maybe I'm just depressed today. I feel like everything's going wrong. It's probably not what's happening. Just where'd my viewers go? I was so happy when there were 4 people watching. But I know that's gonna happen. I'm a nothing right now. Why should everyone watch me? Who the fuck am I? I get that. Maybe we'll hit Plat 3 tonight. Just going to rage. I'm sure I'm gonna get to die. Now I'm just ranting. Maybe that's a good cue for the end of the video. So Orianna build Rod of the Ages and what's it called? Seraph's staff tier thing. That's what I built this game. It gave me AP, which was cool. I had no cooldown, which was not cool. Ari was wildly useful throughout. Got a few kills at the end. End of the story. I'm gonna go play ranked all night. Wonder if I should stream it. Nah. It lags me. Ruins my ping. Tempting. Maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys. I think. Let's go full screen for this. Let's go full screen. Full screen. Might as well sign up for the night. Oh, I look sweaty and greasy. It's hot. For all you ladies out there. Anyways, I'll say goodbye in the way of my people. Peace out!